Hey everybody, I'm gonna play some more Besiege today. Don't really have any plans or anything, I'm just gonna play around with some steam cannons and stuff. Not really sure what I'm gonna do. That looks like it'll work, I think. So these steam cannons will push these guys up. That will be connected to the crankshaft. And torches for the cannons. Oops, click it. These guys go there. Reset them together. Oh. Okay. So now if I hit Y, that should push it straight up. Oh, what am I doing wrong? Oh, I need a slider. That's fine. There we go. That'll keep it from falling over. Yeah, that should work. I don't know if it'll be powerful enough, but... Lighter. Yeah, that should do something. What next? do the little glitch with the shrapnel cannon. Set the power to 4, then copy it, and go to your water cannon and paste it, and then you can get the power up to 4 instead of 1.5. Put that on hold to shoot. Okay, so now I just need sensor blocks. Here. Something like this, maybe? I don't know. See what happens. Yeah. I'm gonna look at the one I made the other night. I can remember what I called it. This one. How did I do it there? 2 sensor blocks, one at the bottom, one at the top. Okay. Maybe if that's a bit lower. I don't know if this design will work so well, on second thought. Back to the drawing board. Maybe if I had more cannons, like 4 per cylinder. Now how can I get a torch to those? I guess if I put it on the side. I can do this glitch. There we go. Okay. to be anchored to the block. Those aren't heated up yet. So I need to turn the torches a little bit more. Working it? No. Okay. There we go. No, I didn't want to delete that. I want to put go here, and then another one of those. And then like big wheel to the axle, whatever. So what next? Now I need sensor blocks. I wish the sensor blocks were a little bit shorter, just the size of one block or even like 1 1/4. I don't want to use one of the mods that lets you resize parts. I like to play with just vanilla parts. Yeah, it's like 1 3/4 long. It's too long. Oh, doesn't really make a big difference. I honestly don't know if they finished all the levels. I've never really played the campaign. I mostly just fiddle around with Sandbox, but they added a couple new blocks. There's like a logic gate block, timer, altimeter, and a sensor block. So you can do a lot more things now, like your machines can be significantly more complicated. The gears are still really crappy though. I don't like the way they do gears. Well, it works. I mean, it's not good, but with just one piston, it's actually running. I didn't even really adjust the timing at all. So how do I do that? Adjust the radius a little bit. Let's see. That's a little bit better. Yeah, with just vanilla Besiege now you can make like actual computers, calculators, that kind of stuff with the logic gates. With the sensor blocks you can do really you can make a valve system like this with just a single sensor block instead of having to mess around with sliders and axles and that kind of stuff. I don't want to overwrite that, do I? Yeah, I do. I'll show you one of the engines that I made a couple days before they released the update. Why is my frame rate 250 frames per second right now? Shouldn't it be 60? My VSync turned on? So this engine, it uses like a slider mechanism to interrupt the steam. But you can see there's significantly more parts involved than just using a sensor block. I could replace the whole sliding mechanism right here with just a single sensor block. This machine is up on the Steam Workshop if you're interested in downloading it too. One cool thing I came up with on this guy, the steering for it, the front steering can rotate 360 degrees. So if I turn on the clutch and then put it into gear, you can see the wheels start turning, and then I can also rotate the entire front axle and it still applies power. I like watching this engine run just because it's kind of cool to see the valves and everything. I want to make a desktop screensaver with one of these. Anyways, back to what I was doing. So if I had another set of cannons at the top that were pushing down on the return stroke, that would probably make it a lot more powerful. I could put that guy up there, that by a quarter, and then cannons. Yeah, that's what I brace this here. Very wobbly. Put a pin at the top there. So now I need another sensor block. Like this, maybe? And put the sensor block. That. Will that work? Trial and error. This is all trial and error. I want to build an actual calculator using the logic gates, but I'm not smart enough yet. I used to play Dwarf Fortress. Well, I still play Dwarf Fortress, but I would use pressure plates and that kind of stuff in that game to create calculators. Which is the opposite point of the actual game, but it was pretty fun. I could probably do something similar in... Yeah, wallpaper engine would probably be the perfect thing to use to make an animated wallpaper. I don't actually... Oh, I should buy it though. It's only like $5. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. I could do like a 360 screensavers or wallpaper of an engine running. use the glitch to get these steam cannons to 4 times power. So if you place the shrapnel cannon down and then set it to 4 times, and then just copy those settings, you can paste, instead of being able to go 1.5, you can go up to 4. Do that on these guys. Oh, I need torches up there. Hey, look at that. That's pretty quick. That's got a... I got up to speed fairly fast. What do I need? It needs to be more stable. It's pretty rickety. Get these guys a little bit closer. Oh yeah, that's probably why too. These guys should be 0.2 times. I like using ballasts for everything because you can make it really light. I think it's actually one of the lightest blocks in the game. Next to like the balloon and stuff, of course. I feel like it needs another slider. It's too wobbly. That seems pretty effective. That's just one cylinder. If I just copy and paste that like 48 times, 128 times, 256 times, make a 256 cylinder engine, why not? I wonder if I could actually make a 256 cylinder steam engine. That would be insane. My computer couldn't handle it. It would either be powerful or it wouldn't work at all. I feel like the game would just be like, no thank you. Might as well give it a shot, right? More cylinders. All of the cylinders. Yep. I think I got the spacing wrong. One sec. I'll go back and redo what I just did. I think I messed up the spacing. Oh. Did I miss some parts? It doesn't like being copy-pasted. Oh, I know what I did. I had a couple of them on top of each other, so they were freaking out. Alright, alright, alright. I don't know if that'll be enough cylinders. I'll see when I get to it. I should build a opposite one so it's not, they're not all on the downstroke. That'd probably be a good idea. Whatever. who knows what will happen. Oh, I gotta tie them all together. Yep. Why is it all one higher? It's like, see that? I must have screwed up when I originally. Hold on. Okay, before I go any further, I should build a second set of cylinders for it. Because right now it just has the one. So to do that, I need to do something, let's see. Hinge on the top there, push down, so I'll need I have, my PC's pretty old. I built it in 2012. Got an i5 3750K, I think, something along that line. Overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz. It's not particularly impressive. I have 12 gigs of RAM, GTX 1060, just like a standard single fan. Yeah, nothing overkill. I'm streaming with OBS, 5000 bitrate, 1080p, 30 frames per second, so it's pretty light on the CPU. The game, I'm running it on pretty low settings, and I don't have VSync turned on, so I'm getting like 500 FPS. It seems like it's a lot. The frame rate in Besiege has gotten a lot better the last few updates. I remember I would get like 20-30 frames per second on something like this before, especially with Steam involved. But seems like it's gotten quite a lot better. I need to turn VSync on though, because it's running the game at like 400 frames per second, and it's like crushing my video card right now for some reason. It's running pretty warm. But I'm not lagging at all or anything. What was it? Oh, it's putting the thing right here. That's what it's doing. Okay. Slider. Fire goes there. Rid of those. Slider, slider. Okay. And I need a hinge. The hinge will go right here, and then that hinge will connect with a brace to a hinge that's directly below it. Like that. So now I just need to put some ballasts on the side of this guy. Copy that route there. Okay. So now I need to kind of figure out a way to put cannons on that side. How am I going to do that? I'll start putting a brace right here. And what am I going to do? Guys, what am I going to do? Put another ballast. And then... Okay. And torches. Come on. I wish I could have background music or something, but like even the copyright-free music playlists I found, they'll get me striked or whatever within like just a couple minutes of a video being up. I upload unlisted videos with background music, and then like literally a few minutes, it'll get copyright claimed, even if it's stuff that is from the YouTube copyright-free, like royalty-free audio library. It's so strange. So, no background music. I get why they do it. It's just it's easy to manipulate, I guess. A lot of, like, I'd say 90% of the copyright claims I get will be from like SoundCloud artists or something who happen to use a piece of the copyright-free music that I also use, but because they're part of a network or something, their network initiates a copyright claim, and it's a whole thing. There's been a lot of times I'll actually contact people through Instagram or whatever, and I'll be like, your network filed a copyright claim against me just because you sampled a copyright-free song that I also happen to. It's just a waste of people's time at the end of the day for stuff like that. But YouTube's got to protect their butt, I guess, and I don't know. I don't run a billion-dollar corporation. I don't really know how everything works behind the scenes and lawyer talk and that kind of stuff. So why is this not working? What am I doing wrong? Need to look at it in slow motion. Triggering again too early? It is, just a hair too early, it seems. That's weird when those things like glitch out of place, kind of. It's so unusual. See those pieces right there? Did I accidentally move them when I was doing something else? It looks like I did. It looks like everything's kind of shifted a little bit. I must have screwed up the alignment at some point. How did I do that? Kind of move everything back into place, I guess. Is the game just bugged? I don't understand why things are kind of jumped around. Let me reload the machine. Oh shit, I went back too far. I forgot to save it. That's okay. I know what I was doing. Yeah, I should have just undid everything. No biggie. I'll rebuild it better this time. Probably gonna play Besiege for another half hour or so and then switch over to programming. Gonna work on the camera slider a little bit. I need to figure out a way that I can power or use a torch to heat up 2 water cannons at the same time from a single block. Kind of awkward doing it the way I was before. Come on. There we go. Does that work? Oh, that did one of them. That won't work. These will probably just fall off, right? Oh no, that actually works. Okay. Well, it works. Not very stable right now, but just needs braces on everything. There. There. Now I just need cannons on the opposite side for the return stroke. The problem is going to be getting cannons on this side without setting fire to the hinge and stuff, because it's kind of low down. Much to consider. I'm going to be right back in a minute. Just going to go to the washroom. Alrighty, I'm back. So what do I need to do? More cannons, that's what I need to do. Put some like up here, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm crazy. Unpredictable. That was a dumb idea. Come over here. Oh, I clicked out of the game. Get back into the game. Where's the Alt tab? There we go. I have an idea. Put some cannons right there. I had one on the opposite side. I should get better at using the symmetry tool so I don't have to do all this building things twice. That goes there, and then cannon right there. Sure. Okay. So now what? Oh, another timer. Another sensor block. Favorite block. Okay, I need to put these guys here on 2. And they should fire whenever it gets to the top. Yep, it's working. Torch under here. It works. It's not very effective. It's kind of wobbling back and forth and doesn't seem very powerful. But I do need some on their turn here. I'll put a slider on top and embrace it with the other slider so that it will be stronger. Wait, did I move everything again? Everything kind of got bugged out. Did I just move something, or what did I do? Oh, was it when I grounded the machine and then undid it? It seems like it moved everything. Yeah. Okay, that must be a bug. Heads up, if you ground it with that little icon up at the top there, and then you hit the undo button, it messes with the alignment of everything, it seems like. Look, that block there is now not aligned with everything else. All the braces are out. It's all buggy. Good to know. Yeah, see? Can I undo past that point? Everything's still kind of messed up. That really sucks. Is that like a bug in 1.0? Or am I just an idiot? Did I do something wrong? Go back, I'll just keep undoing. No, looks like the alignment of everything is screwed up. Very unusual. Is this machine just like not gonna work now? That's really weird. Never run into that before. See if it happens again if I ground it and then... Yeah, so if you ground... Yeah, look at that. Huh. Do not ground your machine, I suppose. Even if you undo it, it still keeps the messed up part. Oh well. I think I'll play around with some other stuff. What is this? When did I make this? Doesn't even work. Ah well, bugs happen from time to time. At least I figured out what was going on before I like made anything too complicated, you know? Yeah, it's worth another shot. I'm gonna try another engine. I'm gonna build something kind of simple. I'll copy paste it, mirror it, and I'll just I'm looking for an axle. Hinge tool. Yeah, this will be the last one I build. If it messes up again, I'm gonna be mad. No, I won't be mad, but disappointed. I'll just remember never to hit that little thing there and ground the machine. That's one vertical piston engine. What do you mean by that? Like, isn't that kind of what I'm doing now with the pistons straight up and down? Or like lying on their sides? I could rotate everything 90 degrees. I just like building them straight up and down. Oh, horizontal, yeah. Yeah, that'd probably be more effective because like this, when the steam cannons push, when they blow upwards, it pushes down on the wheels, and then when they blow downwards, it kind of lifts up and takes weight off the wheels and stuff on the... If you have like a steam car or whatever, like it affects the way that it runs. But if they're horizontal, it probably wouldn't mess with the way it runs. It'd be worth a shot. I've never really built one on its side though. I'm used to doing it straight up and down. I'll give it a shot. So like I can put some things here. This. Slider. And then a hinge. And then a brace. Going from that to this guy. Oh, they're going through each other. I want to do. So now, if I put a powered wheel here, just to test it. Will that work? It will work. Okay. And if I had, say, ballast there. I should be using the symmetry tool, probably. Come on. Yeah, that'll probably work. Seems like it has actually more power than the vertical engine. If I angle those cannons down by like 5 degrees, they'll hit it at a more effective angle. Okay. Yeah, that seems like it's effective. I like what I see. Take advantage of the new sensor block. Have individual timing for the pistons instead of having it all on the same time. Might work a little bit better because things are a little bit elastic, you know. One, put this one on 2. Radius. Oh. Short. Yeah, that makes sense. It would have a lot lower center of gravity with the engine, like in this, in a horizontal form. When it's vertical, it rattles and it wobbles back and forth all the time. I think that's one of the biggest issues with making a steam engine car, like with my vertical engine design, is because it's so wobbly and kind of unreliable. So for this guy, I think if I had a flywheel on here, that would help a little bit. The timing, I need to go a little less on the time, a little less activation time. Yeah, it's triggering too early. If I move this just a little touch. That's working. It's actually working without, even without a flywheel. Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. Okay, so if it had a flywheel, then it would definitely work. Put them like this. Axle in the middle. And a brace to connect that axle to the block. And then on the wheel, brace in there. Connect to the axle. These ballasts, I'm going to make them 2 times weight. Well, what do you know? I just increased the power of the cannons to 4 times. Doesn't seem to work as well. But with 1.5 times, it works really well. Still triggering too early, that's why I think. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, this new update has got me back into the game, I gotta say. I played probably 4 or 5 hours in the last 2 days, which is a lot because I haven't played it really much at all in the last year and a half. Okay, so that seems moderately effective. It's kind of stuttering at the right when it crosses over. Oh yeah, it's still too early. How can I offset that a little bit? Because if I go any farther back, it probably won't even trigger. I'll give it a shot. Okay, that's more effective. Perfect. Now I need something at the end to give it a push back. Let's give this a quick save. Get rid of some of these pins. Try to avoid using pins where I can, because then you can get a better idea of how it'll run when it's not pinned up in the air. And if I made guys 0.2 times weight, that's pretty cool. I don't know if it's a very strong engine, if it has very much torque, but well, probably not, because it's only applying power for a very small portion of the stroke. I need some on the opposite side to push. This engine's going to be so wide. It's going to be like very, very wide. Well, wait a second. What if I... No. That work? No. Something to push back. Okay, this is gonna look pretty ugly, but it should be pretty effective. Who knows? Is there a way to use a timer to extend the time? Steam. You're right. That's an excellent idea. So I think timers have like a apply time, emulation duration. There we go. Perfect. Set that to like 0.2 seconds, maybe. Set the wait to 0. Start key, I'll set that on the same as, what's a sensor block? Start 1, emulate 1. Wait, what do I want to do? Is that right? Yes, that is right. Right? No, because then it will run forever. Hold to run. Hold to run, that's what I want. There we go. Aha! You're a genius. So, if I'm correct in my thinking, this will hold 1 down for that long. Yeah, I am, right? No. Okay, no, I'm wrong. I just have it configured wrong. Hold to run. No, I don't want that. Allow stop. There we go, that's what I want. I don't need hold to run turned on, I think. I think that's working. So when it triggers, it turn. Yeah, it is working. Okay, so the things turn off, and then the. Oh, but I'm only running a 1 cylinder. That's fine. Okay. All right, your new name is Einstein. Wish I could give you a nickname or something on, like you can on Twitch chat. Give you a little thing next to your name. It's very wobbly. Yeah, I need to adjust the timing. 0.4 is too long. Maybe 0.25, quarter of a second, 250 milliseconds. Oh, I accidentally joined these guys together. Very wobbly. I need to figure out a way to reinforce it. It's kind of awkwardly designed. The timer seems to be working. Oh, something just fell. Okay. Oh, I think I need some braces on here. This and like that. So many braces. Braces everywhere. Stop, why not? Still wobbly. More braces. Braces fix everything. The steam cannons are also set to 4 times power, so they kind of, even if you have like a really rigid machine, it'll mess with it. Oh, and I need a torch for these guys. Oh. Put it on here, why not? It's so dumb. The way I've designed it is very stupid. Oh, here, what if I do this? 200 IQ. It doesn't work. Oh, it's working. It works. It doesn't work. I need a sensor block to trigger the second ones. It like totally mangles it whenever the top ones turn on because they're so powerful and it's at such like an awkward angle. What could I do? Oh, I know. I know what I can do. Maybe? No, I can't put a slider right there because it'll catch fire. Where can I stick a slider? Hold on, put another one right there. The slider's everywhere. No, that won't work there. Just thinking. Trying to avoid making the thing extra large, but I guess I'm past that point. Oh, I don't want to connect those. I have a feeling this engine is going to be so overly complicated with so many braces that it won't possibly power any kind of vehicle. But it's going to be extra cool. Ultimately, I guess that's what matters. Doesn't have to be good, it just has to be cool. Hey, that's a lot more stable. God, it's hideous. The timer idea, though, that's a good idea. I'm gonna have to keep that one in my playbook. Perfect for getting the timing right. Thank you for the reminder. That is something I frequently forget. Gotta save. Save often. Those top cannons give it like 10 times as much power. I'm surprised. They like... It's hard to tell, but they really, they overpower the bottom cannons. So that's good. That's good. What's my last thing I need to do? I need to make sensor blocks and a timer to control the top. Message held for review. Oh. Yeah, I'm hoping that if it actually works and I can copy and paste it, I'm trying to design it so that it's only one block thick, and then I can kind of just stack them basically. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Like I said, 256 cylinders, that's my goal. Any less than that, I'm disappointed. Top cannons need a timer. So when that gets out, they need to apply power. When it's out, okay, I see what I can do. Ballast. Almost there. Just need to adjust things a little bit. Rotate this guy outwards by 3. Please. Timing's a bit off, but we're getting there. It's hard to even see what's going on because there's so many things in the way. I think those cannons on top are too powerful, if there's such a thing. There, that runs a lot smoother. There we go. It's a little strange, but it works. Oh, I forgot the timer for the second ones. Start 2, emulation, quarter of a second, instantaneous activation. Maybe a quarter is too short. I'll try 3.5. No. 3. And I'll save before I screw it up. Yeah, it works. Okay. It's still not as stable as I would like. I wonder if I just doubled up the sliders on the bottom. That actually seems like it helped. Okay. I'm happy with that. Yeah, the flywheel in the middle here would probably be a better idea. Should I make one flywheel for every set of pistons? Maybe one for every two, or... Try this. Oops. Well, there's two sets. This little guy on the ground, he's just trying. He's trying his best. I feel bad for it. Okay. It just needs more framework to make it stable. But once I get these that lined up. I'll just try a couple for now. The hinges are surprisingly strong. I didn't think they would take that weight, but I'm not even playing with indestructible mode on. Hey Oscar, how's it going? Okay, I'm gonna see what happens. This falls apart. Needs a little bit more reinforcement, I think. Braces, braces, braces. Lots and lots of braces. Come on, let me put a pin in. It's a little too heavy for its own good. I'll build a better frame for it in a bit. I'll just use pins for now. I want to see if it'll even run. Oh, I know my problem. The axles aren't connected. So they're all doing their own thing. So I guess I'm gonna have to go back like 200 steps. I think. I'll have to be a little bit more careful with how I put it together. So hard to see. That's a bit better. What am I even trying to do? And if I bet if I connected all these guys together here, that would become significantly more rigid. Here and here. Here. Okay, did I do that right? Oh yeah. Okay. Kind of hard to get everything in. That's it. No, that won't work. The flywheel is basically just a little bit of extra weight that'll help the crankshaft carry through the cycle. So I guess I don't really need one for every single cylinder, but it does look cool. It puts a limit on how fast, like the top speed that it can spin at, but the heavier your flywheel, the more kind of jitteriness and stuff in the system that it can overcome. I just hit the ground machine button by accident. Screw the alignment. Seems like it's okay. Never mind, false alarm. I can barely even see what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of guessing. It's so crowded. What am I even looking for right now? There we go. Hinge. I think maybe my dream of 256 cylinders dead. This thing can barely support the weight of 4. Why is it sagging so much? Oh, it's not anchored on this side, that's why. It's basically putting all the weight directly on the crankshaft, that's why. There. Is that better? That's better. That explains a lot why it wasn't working so well. Just look at that thing go. There's a lot of weight in that flywheel. There's, let's see, 4 times 4, 16 ballots at maximum weight. And it's just spinning them. It has some trouble on that very first cycle. It's like the top ones kick on a little bit too early, but I can adjust that. Thing's a monster. I gotta say, I love the little blinking lights on the sensors. When I first started using the sensor block, I felt like it was cheating a little bit because it takes all the challenge out of making like a mechanical linkage. But I guess it's more like having an electronic control system for piston timing and everything. Like, modern vehicles use electronic sensors. So, not that big of a stretch. Although, I mean, this thing doesn't in no way resemble a realistic steam engine. Kind of satisfying to watch. It's very rhythmic. Like 60 RPM. Crushing my frame rate though. I'm at like 90 FPS. Pretty cool. Well, I'm going to save. Should I upload this to the Steam Workshop? You guys want to play around with it a little bit? Alright, I'll throw it up on the workshop in a sec. I said to myself when I started streaming I was only going to go for an hour. And I've gone for an hour and a half now, and it doesn't even feel like feels like I just started. I'll probably go for another half hour, maybe more. Why not? I made more progress than I expected, so I might as well keep playing. Early in the day too. I got the day off, not doing much. Well, I work from home, so I guess I make my own hours. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. For some reason I thought it was a little bit earlier. Anyways, I'll be right back in a minute. I'm gonna go get a cup of tea and stretch, whatnot. Be right back. I'm back. Am I a software engineer? No. I went to college for electronics technology. I'm a technologist, but I don't have very much experience with programming. I'm working on a camera slider project, and that runs on Marlin, so I just need to fiddle around with Marlin a little bit, the software and stuff. I'm trying to make custom LCD screens and stuff for it, like custom LCD menu, but I haven't done a whole lot of professional programming in my life. Mostly an electronics guy. Alright. So what was I going to do? I was going to put this on the Steam Workshop. I think. How do I save stuff to the workshop? I did it the other day. Horizontal engine. Right there, next to Kiss My Ass. I don't know why I have a thing named Kiss My Ass. Apparently I do. I have a few of them, apparently. I have Kiss My Ass 5. I wonder what that is. We'll check it out in a sec. Most of these things I made 2-3 years ago. Some of them like even 5 years ago. Work in progress. Upload new machine. Okay, so I'm uploading that to the workshop right now. It'll be on my page in probably 5 minutes or so. Quick overview of this little engine. Oh, there we go. Successfully uploaded. These 2 timers on the sides. Those 2 right there, and then those 2 right there. They control the timing of the steam cannons. So this one, inner 2. That guy right there, and that guy right there, they control these cannons, and these guys are outside, control the top cannons. Basically, they just detect the ballast and then I've thought, if I replace these sliders at the top with suspension, that'll provide more support. I'll give it a shot. Doesn't work, I'll just undo. I like smooth camera, but not when I have something like this where there's so much going on. And I wish I could turn off the torches, like the flame. Is there a setting for that? Because that gets in the way. What? Shadows? No. I like bloom on. That makes it a little bit harder to see. I like that. Something like that. Okay. What was I doing? Suspension. Who knows? Suspension is too powerful. I wish you could set suspension to like 0.2, 0.1, something like that. No, I don't think that'll work. It's taking too much energy out of the system. I thought it would make it a little bit more stable, but no dice. Sliders are the way to go. I wonder if this could power a vehicle. Worth a shot? What do I need to make? Big gear. Oh, I need a ballast there. Crap. Oh, I can do this. Oh, come on. I'm trying to do the no clip glitch. Do it just, you click it at the right time. There you go. Click it at the right time, you can put stuff where you should put stuff. Do I want to gear it up or gear it down? Probably gear it down. I want more torque. Torque is always the problem. Clipped. Under the I want to do that? Got one. This entire engine is just like a big mess of parts, so I'm surprised it actually works. It makes very little sense. Okay. What I actually want to do that. That makes it significantly stronger. Okay. Then I put another gear on top of that. That gear. The flywheel. Why is everything breaking? Something's breaking. Oh. No. That doesn't work. Put a wheel on there. That's the clutch. Oops. That. That guy. That. Okay. There we go. So there's the engine, there's a clutch. You can kind of see it work. So I want to gear down everything. Yeah, I know there's an intersection. Come on. Be nice. You wanna work for me? There you go. Sometimes you just gotta play nice with it. Persistence helps. So now I've got a gearbox with a gear down ratio. Perfect. Cool. Alright. You know, I wonder if I could make a flying machine with this. Like if the propeller was like 100 feet wide. How do I get power from this to some steering kind of thing? I've always wanted to make a steam-powered flying machine, but the engines I make are way too ineffective. I'm sure if I perfected the design, I could make a lot of time. Wait, what am I doing? Why am I attaching that there? That makes no sense. Okay, so now I have significantly reduced gear. Can I squeeze in one more gear here? I don't think I have enough room. Maybe. Oh, perfect. I do, just enough. Something's bugging out. This guy's too low. I think that was it. No, something's still bugging out. Maybe these guys are hitting. Oh, are the ballasts hitting the gear somehow? What's going on? It's kind of jumping. I get rid of that and it works. That gear. Okay, it must have been just that gear. It could have been the steam that was doing it. A pretty significant gear reduction. Is that too much of a reduction? I have an idea. Sorry, I was just petting my cat. Got distracted. What was I doing again? Oh yeah. That looks counterintuitive, but I'll explain in a second. These pistons that are opposite direction but connected to each other. So, well, I don't want that to happen. That maybe. So if I activate the top ones, you see it pushes the bottom ones in, and then it returns, and then likewise to the bottom. So it's basically how you get a piston that will go in two directions. I'm going to use that to make a transmission. Got that gear output. Now, what do I need to do? Now I need to make the actual transmission, that's the hard part. Gotta think about it. I've been streaming for 2 hours. Should probably stop pretty soon. I originally only wanted to stream for an hour. I'm not gonna overwrite that. I might change the stream from gaming to science and technology or whatever, I guess, when I do programming. I doubt it would be interesting for any of you to watch me stare at a screen of code, but that'll be coming up in probably 5 minutes. I want to miss school. Yeah, I'm getting pretty burnt out too. This was fun though. I made a successful engine. Surprisingly effective. I might switch over to this horizontal style. Although I've got a lot of little bugs to work out in the system. The timer suggestion to increase the pulse length to apply power for a little bit longer, that was a great idea. Sensor blocks make things so much easier. So this should be up on the Steam Workshop on my profile. You want to download it and play around with it? I want to look at that thing I had that was called Kiss My Ass. I want to know what that was. And why I would make it. What is this? Oh. Oh. I broke it. What is it? Looks like a tank. Oh, I remember. I think this was the base for one of the tanks that I eventually scrapped. Yeah, it was. I scrapped it for a good reason. This is the 5th version, I guess. Looks like I was trying to build a... Oh yes, I know what this is. I was trying to build a rocket launcher. Oh. Well, kind of works. Grenade. I haven't loaded this thing in like 3 years. Oh, my frame rate's dying. There we go. Had to drop the simulation. I don't even remember how this thing works. Three. Oh, it's all on keypad, numpad. Period to wind that up. Okay. And then try it. kind of hitting the ground there in the middle. I see steering columns here. Equals and minus. Is it doing anything? Yep. Oh yeah, it lifts it up into the air. I see. But it broke. Well, I have a video about this, I think. Yeah, I do. Anyways. Looking at all, I haven't loaded a lot of these things in a long time. What's this? Strange engine. Does it work? Doesn't seem to work. What if it's in the air? Like I'm loading up these for the first time. Feels like I haven't seen some of these things in so long. Oh, it doesn't seem to work. Oh, maybe it does. Probably doesn't drive though. What else do I got? Anyways, I said I was gonna stop streaming. I gotta stop in 2 hours. This game is so fun though. I want to stop, but I can't. This one is up on Steam Workshop, I believe, on my profile. It's got a 2-speed transmission. Forward and reverse. I'll check out your engine, Singleton. Thanks for letting me know. I didn't. Right. Is your name the same on Steam? I'll look at you right now, so I don't forget. Oh, I clicked out of Besiege for a little bit. Okay, I'll check you out on Steam. I'm gonna stop playing Besiege now though, because I wanted to do it for an hour and it's been over 2 hours. Black screen. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I had to set up the scene for it. What am I trying to do? I gotta edit the live stream info. I might end the stream now and then take like a 30-minute break, and then I'll come back and stream again. I gotta take the garbage out and do dishes and stuff like that. I keep putting it off, but I should probably just go do it. That's what I'm gonna do. I'll be back in 6:30 now, so I'll be back at 7 o'clock, or half an hour, I guess. Thanks for watching. See you soon.